Hello and welcome to my Stephen King book collection. Uh, and as the my channel name is Swedish Stephen King fan. So yeah, that means almost every book is in Swedish. And I have one in English, but I will try to get all of them in English too. I don't own every Stephen King book, but I'll try to get them. And they aren't in any specific order. I try to get them as they being released, but uh, they aren't. But a few of them are. We begin here with Carrie, his first published novel about a girl who finds out she has telekinesis power. This is actually one of my favorite Stephen King books. I think one of my favorite. Really good actually. And she's bullied and stuff. So yeah, and we keep going here with The Shining. Um, you know, classic Stephen King book, really good. About a family who goes to a hotel during the winter to watch it out, to take care of it, and yeah, you have probably seen the movie or you might have read the book or the miniseries. There are lots of movies about Carrie have been. I think there are three adaptations of Carrie and the sequel, a movie sequel, and this is have a the famous Stanley Kubrick movie and the uh, miniseries. I actually like. I really like Stanley Kubrick's version, but I also think the miniseries is pretty good also. Um, then we have Dead Zone, about a man who's been in an accident and he can see into the future when he touch something. Characters, and so he can foreseen. If he touches one person, he can see what person will do and stuff. Really, really good book, and I also think it's a really, really, really good movie. There's a TV series about this. I haven't seen that one, but I think the first season of that series is based on the book, and the rest is made up, I think. But I want to check out the series, but yeah. But the movie and book is really good. Then we have Pet Cemetery. This is actually my only English Stephen King book, with this really cool cover here. The most frightening book Stephen King has ever written. Really, really good books. I think this is my favorite Stephen King novel, book. And I also love the movie. And I also love the Ramones song. I love Ramones. So yeah, really, really awesome. This is my favorite, I think. But this the movie, and then there's a pet cemetery in nearby, and one day his son died. I don't think that's spoiler, but when you put something in there in pet cemetery, you can bring it back to life, but not as they were. They're different when they come up. And then we have Stephen King's The Rage, or The Rage, which he wrote under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. I actually think this is a really, really good book. Actually, I really like it. Probably I would probably say this is one of my favorite also. I don't know if you can get a hold of it there in outside. It got pulled back after a couple of, I don't know if kids or one kid said he read the book and quoting it, I think, and yeah, so Stephen King decided to pull it back. Yeah, but I actually like the book. Then we have another Richard Bachman book, Thinner. This is a really a really good book, and also a really really good movie. I think not that people, most that people talk. I'm sorry, I'm bubbling. I don't people don't talk about the movie that much. I think I really like the movie, and also the book. It's about a man who get cursed by a gypsy woman, and he's kind of fat, and he gets thinner and thinner as for the goes time, and really 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 thin. Really good book. Then we have The Stand, which many people would probably say is the best Stephen King book. Uh, some think that, and I don't know if this is the complete, the uncut version. I don't know that. Um, I actually don't know, but I will. I want to get the uncut in English with the cover with two persons, deaf and I don't know if it's deaf, but yeah, two people fighting on the cover. I want to get that. I also actually like the miniseries too. I think that's really. I actually like the miniseries. Then we have Misery, with this really really cool cover here. I think it's really pretty cool cover. It's about an author who has a book series called stuff. But the main protagonist in that book is called Misery, and he has ended the series because he didn't want to write it anymore, if I remember correctly. And he kills her off, and then he goes away, and he's in an accident, and he is found by what she thinks is, she says is his biggest fan, and you know, and she held him hostage and stuff like that. Really good book, really good movie if you haven't seen that one. And then we have Stephen King on writing. Um, on writing, a memoir of the craft. Really, really good movie. Really interesting. Both his personal stuff. It begins here with where he talks. I read this a couple of times now. I'm reading it again. A couple of first he wrote about his experience in writing, and as he writing as kid and sending into newspapers, papers that releases, and also what inspiration and stuff like that. And then he comes to he gives some tips on writing. Really really good book there. Then we have The Mist. Really about, it's about a couple of people who goes to the not supermarket, but the store, and then the mist is coming. It had been a really really storm, really great storm recently, and then they go in there, and and that's they come the mist, and there's some creatures in the mist. Really really good book, and an awesome movie. And I actually like the movie's ending a little bit better than the book. Really good book. And really, this is used to be in a book. I don't remember which book collection, but they released this when the movie came out. As you can see, this is a movie cover. I also think this is one of the inspiration to Half-Life. I think. Also, I think, I think that's. Then we have. I don't remember what this called again. It's called. Standing Still. If I just could find what it's called in English. Sorry for this. This takes time. I actually don't know what it's called in English. I know it, but I can't find it. Should I wrote it there? Yeah. Anyway. It's one of his newer novels, I think. I can't remember what it's called in English, but I haven't read this one book, but it's about yeah, Electus. If you know what it's called, I'm going to write it in the description what it's called when I find out. No, yeah, and then we have Doctor Sleep, which is a sequel to The Shining. I actually like this. I think it's a pretty good book. And then we have here Under the Dome. I sorry for the kind of blurry. I haven't read this book yet, and I will, of course. It's a very big book, so yeah, I would take my time to read it someday. It's over 1,000 pages. I only have seen the TV series, which I think is pretty bad. I don't like it. I have seen the first season of it and a little of the first episode in the second season, and then I just quit. I couldn't get through it anymore. But I think I didn't even know they made a season 3. I didn't even know that. So yeah, but if you have read the book, what do you think? Do you think I should read it? And yeah, and then we have Mr. Mercedes, which I haven't read either. This is the first in the trilogy. So yeah, it sounds interesting. I should check it out. And then I have Finders Keepers, which is the second in the trilogy. I will get End of Watch later, but I wait till it comes out in paperback. Yeah. So I haven't read it. If you have read them, please tell me what you think, and you can tell me what you think about which is your favorite Stephen King book. Write it in the comments below if you want to. Then we have Dark Tower, Gunslinger, and then we have number 3 here, Dark Tower number 3, Wastelands, and number 7. I think it's called just the Dark Tower or something. Yeah, the Dark Tower. I like that. I like the Dark Tower books, and it's actually coming out a series. Movie. I don't know. Movie or series. I don't really know. Yeah, that was actually everything for this time. Sorry for the blurry part right now. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. There will be. I'm also going to show off my DVD and all of my movies and mini-series of Stephen King stuff. I have a pretty few of them. Stay tuned to that if you are interested. And if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments below. And I thank you for watching. As I said before, which is your favorite Stephen King book or novel or whatever? And why? If you want to write it. Yeah. Or which do you hate? You can write in comments below. Yeah. At least, yeah. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.